morning, everyone, here from Mason, Ohio, and we are on day 3 of our Farewell America tour. Something along those lines. Sorry for that little crooked Dutch angle there. We're here at Kings Island, like we said, in Mason, Ohio. Both of our first time visiting the park. Tess, what are you excited for?
Oh, what? I'm excited for Orion. It's like the most recent built Giga, you said? Hyper?
Giga.
I'm so pumped. When I walked in, there's this huge fountain, which I kind of want to swim in, but I know that's not happening. So I'm just excited to see the park. I see like a bunch of different flags, so I think this is like is there a festival going on?
International Street is the name. The Eiffel Tower is the game. I don't know if it's a game, but it is an observation deck, and we might want to check that out later to get some awesome views for you guys. Yes, you can go up there. We've got a lot of good rides to get today. As Tess very wisely said, Orion, the latest B&M Giga coaster, is high on our list of things to do. We've also got Backlot Stunt coaster, Flight of Fear, Diamondback, Mystic Timbers, the Beast, so many good rides here. First time here, I can say walking in International Street lives up to the hype. It's certainly very impressive, and we'll definitely check it out for some delicious food later. Super clean, lots of greenery. Getting into the park was a breeze, and now we're gonna hit our first ride of the day. The plan is Orion, but as we learned from our last 2 days at Cedar Point, our plans never come to fruition. So wherever we end up, we will let you know. But if it is Orion, please enjoy some off-ride footage from Orion, and then we'll give you our full review once we're off it. But welcome to Kings Island. While we're walking on our way, I'm sure it will be somewhat of a lengthy walk here, so I'd like to shout out Tess for wearing more Theme Park Blitz merch. That's what, 3 days in a row she's repped the Theme Park Blitz. Can we get a 4th? Will we get a 4th during Hollywood Nights?
Maybe.
You'll have to wait and see. But look, we see our first coaster testing of the day. It looks like Banshee. Is that Banshee? I've never been here. My guess is that it's Banshee. There are people on it, so people are running.
It's 10:30.
But we're going for the gold. We're going for Orion. So Tess, what do you think you're gonna think of Orion? Let's get your first initial.
I love anything that puts me up high in the sky, and it's gonna be so smooth, I can feel it. Maybe like Pandemonium, I think. I don't know.
Some hot takes there. We'll find out if they come true after this commercial break. We just got off Orion, and actually we also just got off Flight of Fear, since they were right next to each other, 2 birds, 1 stone. First, Orion. Really good ride. Is kind of short, which is a little disappointing, and I've kind of heard that from other people, so I agree with the assessment. It's a bit short. Trims hit pretty hard as well, but there were still some really good airtime moments, and that Orion's belt turnaround is really, really intense, so enjoyed that. We did get stuck on the final brake run for what must have been 10 minutes due to a technical problem, so we were not able to get a second ride, but we figured we'd hit Flight of Fear. My first time on Flight of Fear, even though I know it's a clone, I thought it was really good. It's not as good as Space Mountain, which I guess is its closest comparison, but there were really some still pretty fun elements, especially the second half where you have that like slow motion kind of weird turn, and then you just keep turning and it gets pretty intense. Tess, what did you think of both of those rides?
Definitely bring a hair tie on your wrist. I brought a comb in my bag. The rides, like you said, Orion's pretty short, but it was really fun. I like the extra like waiting at the end because the ride broke down, but that's okay. I liked Flight of Fear a lot. I think I liked it better than the...
That's a hot take.
That's a hot take, but I love indoor coasters because it was like, oh, I'm in a spaceship. I'm like, oh, it's so dark.
Well, there you go. Tess prefers Flight of Fear to Orion. It's her opinion. She also prefers Dragster Steel Vengeance. That I can see a little more, but hey, look, the whole beauty of the sport is that you can like whatever you like. There's no criticism other than from me later when the camera is off. So we're gonna, I think, head towards, again, we don't really know where we're going. We see the lift hill for Diamondback, so we're kind of walking towards that. If we hit anything else we want to ride along the way, we will do that.
What's going on with the elevator?
Tess is looking at the elevator for the tower, which is indeed going up. Tess, I know, wants to go on that.
I will. At the end, maybe after we maybe a snack or something, but I'm not hungry yet. Hungry for thrills.
Yeah, so anyways, on to Diamondback we go. All right, we just got off of Diamondback and we got off Mystic Timbers at the same time. We got one in the back on Mystic Timbers, one in the back on Diamondback, and then we said, we waited basically no time, let's get a front row. So we did front row on Diamondback as well. Let's start with Mystic Timbers. Tess, how was your ride?
After Orion and Flight of Fear, Mystic Timbers became my favorite in the park. It was so cool. It was like 1/4 the voyage, but it was really cool. Great like laterals, air time, a little rickety, but just perfect enough.
Yeah, I thought it was plenty smooth. GCI is probably one of my favorite, if not the favorite coaster manufacturer for me. So I kind of already went into Mystic Timbers knowing I would love it, but I absolutely did. Tess was absolutely right. It's a bit short, that's the only really downside, but at the same time, amazing laterals and really, really good air time. I thought it was smooth enough. You know, it's exactly as smooth as you want a wooden coaster, which is kinda, but not all the way. Diamondback also really fun. I think, you know, we only got one ride on Orion. I think it's still down, but the airtime on Diamondback definitely stronger than Orion, and I'd say overall a better ride. I need more on Orion to kind of come to that full conclusion. Maybe we'll get one in the front, but either way, really enjoyed Diamondback. A bit of a B&M rattle, but maybe it's thematic. You know, Diamondback, rattle. Tess, give me a ba-dum-chee.
I think we're already following him.
Didn't listen to me. Anyway, we're gonna go try to hit the Beast now. Big wooden fan, so the Beast definitely up there for me as far as my expectation. We're gonna hit that. I know we won't aren't able to get any footage because it's like way out in the woods, and unfortunately we won't get any night rides, but we will let you know how it is. We're gonna keep getting more rides, and maybe we'll stop for lunch sometime soon. Tess, you feeling that brew? Our plan is brew and then Mystic Timbers, like a brew-tastic. There's a pun somewhere there. Help me, put it in the comments. If you thought of a better pun than brew-tastic Timbers, which is not one, put it in the comments. Thanks. I'm so excited.
I might start loading us.
Got off the Beast, and Tess has a proclamation for all of you. Tess, let's hear it.
I don't know why you think I'm only having hot takes, but this was my favorite ride in the entire park. Maybe like, literally I think top 10. This thing was like so rickety, I felt like I was gonna die. Or like the whole train was gonna fall off the track.
But so, like in a good way, right?
Oh yeah, no, I recommend this train ride to anybody, this roller coaster to everybody. Little scary, but really fun.
Totally agreed. Yeah, it is definitely not the smoothest ride in the world. We were front row because I was, not gonna lie, a little scared to try the back there. But, oh, Tess needs my navigational skills through this tight corridor here. It was great. It wasn't like tons of airtime or anything, but if you like laterals, if you're like a Legend fan or whatever, this is the one for you. I'm a big positive G's and laterals. So it is no lie a Beast. I would love to get a nighttime ride on that. I think it would be absolutely incredible. But of course, the park closed at 8, so alas, we won't get one. But either way, fantastic ride. Tess is number 1 in the park so far?
Yes.
There you go, and maybe her top 10. We'll have to see how that compares to all of the Holiday World Woodies later. But for now, we're gonna watch the world go by and probably get a ride on something we haven't done yet. We've still got Backlot Stunt Coaster, we've still got Banshee, we've still got the Bat. And
brew
Tess
house.
still wants that brew, so lots more to come here from Kings Island. Decided to take a ride on the Backlot Stunt coaster, another premier launch coaster. The park obviously has two, the first one being Flight of Fear, the second one that one. I actually quite enjoyed that. Tess is guiding me away from the wall so I don't hurt myself. I quite enjoyed that. I thought the launch into the helix was pretty fun and forceful. I thought some of the effects were working, so the fire was working and all that, the bullets and all that, and then the dark section was really quite dark and gave you a good sense. I can only imagine, just to paraphrase Tess on this, if the beast were that dark at night, it'd get pretty crazy. So I know Tess, you pretty much enjoyed that, right? Same kind of idea?
Yeah, it was pretty, it was cute.
Family friendly.
Family friendly, yeah. The helix upward was very interesting. I don't think I've ever had an upward, double helix, so that was cool.
Yeah, not quite a lot to like about that. You know, the coaster lineup at the park here so far is really good. I haven't gotten on anything and been like, oh, that was terrible. So I think we're gonna find some beer,
Or
maybe
Banshee,
beer or Banshee, beer and Banshee, the classic combo, two Bs as we like to call it. And then if we come across, Tess is shaking her head now. If we come across anything else, we will let you know. You probably can't hear me. I'm officially too tall for this camera. However, we've successfully found the beer garden. So Tess and I are gonna do it. Oh, she's literally chugging on camera. All right, while Tess is chugging. Oh. She enjoyed that. Now that she's done chugging, we're letting you know we're gonna finish our beers, and then right behind us, that way, is the Adventure Express. We're gonna go ahead and ride that. And then right behind us, this way, is Banshee. So we're gonna go ahead and ride that. Tess got the blue ice cream. Beer.
It's blue.
It's blue. I almost borked. I'm gonna fight it.
Do it.
Banshee's up next.
Please don't cut that.
Has happened since we last checked in. Okay, first of all, we found Banshee.
Yep.
Gave Banshee two rides,
yep.
One in the back, one in the second row. We tried to get in the front and the guy was like, haha, no. But amazing ride, didn't you think? I thought it was super intense, super forceful. Definitely the blood in the feet sensation that's missing on some of the tamer inverts. Lots of really good forces. Yeah! We got fans everywhere. We got all of you on camera.
Famous on YouTube?
I'm Jake Paul. Look up Jake Paul. Really, really, really good ride. Okay, after that we did Adventure Express, which is the mine train, which I thought was surprisingly really good. There were a lot of fun laterals. The only bummer is the lift tail at the end, which is basically a giant tease. But other than that, it was for a good family ride. It was super fun. And then we did the Bat, which as far as Arrow suspended coasters goes, probably the favorite I've done. I've only done two, but was it really that good? I don't know. I really like the idea and the design of the coasters, but as far as the ride themselves, it was all right. So, in order, Banshee, great.
Yep.
Adventure Express, surprisingly good.
Yep.
The Bat, Tess.
All of them, I mean, they're good, they're fun, but that wouldn't be my A-list coasters at this park.
Agreed. So what do we do now?
I think maybe a snack. I don't know.
Tess is feeling the snack. There's also the boomerang over there. Hey, it's Jake Paul. Next, we're gonna go find a snack, I guess, and then it's really re-ride time. So Tess and I both want to do the Beast again. We both want to do Mystic Timbers again. We both want to do Orion again. So we're gonna figure that out. After the Banshee and all that stuff, we're gonna go ahead and get a ride on Delirium, which is the Frisbee / Discovery. I don't know who made this one specifically. I will put it here below whether it's a Frisbee or Discovery. But Tess and I are gonna go ahead and get a ride on this, and then snack, and then re-rides. we just got off Delirium. The ride operator was kind enough to say that it was indeed a Frisbee, and not only that, the largest Frisbee in the Cincinnati area, which is a weird flex, but okay. Tess, what did you think?
I love a good Frisbee ride. It's very loud, so if you can hear me, 2 thumbs up from me.
It was all right. I went on the, it's not a Frisbee, it's a Discovery, but in Fiesta, Texas, the Joker Funhouse. That was really, really solid. This was still fun if you're into that kind of ride, but not one of my personal favorites. Either way, we're walking towards the Boomerang, but I'm like 90% sure I don't want to ride it. If you've done one Boomerang, you've done them all. My neck is still a little so maybe not risk it on a Vekoma Boomerang. However, Tess has now spotted...
Get soaked. I'm not going on it. But you would get soaking wet. I saw a few people walk off this and they were just like drenched in water, so I'm not going on that one.
Hello again, it's just me. I have no idea if you can hear me, but I'm here outside the Boomerang, and I'm just here to say, Boomerangs, we've had enough of you, man. Parks need to start getting new Boomerangs. Maybe the Extreme Boomerang. I don't know if you saw my Extreme Wild Mouse video. Maybe an Extreme Boomerang. Maybe it does 2 cobra rolls, or 2 vertical loops, or maybe we just demolish all of them and we replace them with gravity-proof woodies. Either way, I'm here outside it to get a 360 shot, because you know what? Why not? I don't know if you can hear any of that, but here we are. We're gonna see what we can get. Okay, so again, no idea if you can hear me, so apologies for featuring it if you can. But either way, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the brew house, we're gonna get food, we're gonna get brews. Then it's re-ride time. We're hitting Mystic Timbers, Beast, Orion, then we're hitting the Ops Tower, getting footage, and then it's on our way back to the hotel where we have a much needed break in between now and Hollywood Nights. However, I hope that you're enjoying these 360 panoramic shots of the park.
I hope you can hear me because it's loud.
You definitely cannot hear, but if you can, I just want to say one thing, which is that this park is pretty cool. I will let you know what beer we get when we go to the place, if you can hear this. The hunt for food. Every line is so long, we can't find any food. So we're trying to find the shortest line, the most food. It's a classic game of who can find the food. And it looks like here, it's not the place. I'm turning around. Maybe Tess had more luck. I wish we had the Tess cam. I've been separated. She looks disappointed. Oh well. People, the plans have changed, but not of our own choosing. Every food line in the park right now is at least an hour long. At least. You want a pretzel? An hour. You want one French fry? An hour. You want beer? Good luck. All the like smaller little food outlets are closed, so the lines are just absurd. So Tess and I have hit the Plan B or Plan Z button. We're gonna ride Orion, we're gonna ride the Beast, and then we're gonna see where the lines are. If they're still crazy long, we're just gonna hit the Ops Tower maybe, and then head out of here and get food somewhere else. So a tip if you're visiting the park on a somewhat busy day, it looks like this season they're really, or maybe they're understaffed, I don't know, but they don't have that many people on food lines. So do not wait to get food until the lunch rush, because unless you want to basically waste the rest of your time at the park getting food, you're not gonna be able to.
Lunch rush isn't 12.
The lunch rush isn't 3:30 either. I don't really know what's going on, but the moral of the story is, if you want beer, just order it when the lines are short. We're about to hit Orion. There she is. Tess, what do you think about Plan Z?
Yep.
We just got off our Orion re-ride, take 2. We wanted to try the front, but it didn't work out, so we took back, which is supposed to be the better row anyway. And this ride was a lot better than this morning. I guess it warmed up, or who knows, but certainly a lot more airtime. We actually got air on the little side turn, which was definitely an improvement. More forceful on the Tess is directing me again. Thank you, Tess.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
The second time was actually better than the first time because the ride definitely warmed up. We didn't get stuck at the end.
Yeah, so overall, the ride overall, the forces were better. The helix was more powerful. Yeah, the helix was more powerful in the back. You definitely felt it in your feet. The Orion's bell element was better. Overall, just better. It's still kind of short. That's really the biggest downside. Diamondback has the leg up over it, that it's longer. But Tess and I are going to go back to Tess's favorite.
The beast.
Tess, are you excited for your beast ride?
I am.
So am I. Okay, we just got off our re-ride of the beast, which was incredibly painful, but better. We were in the back and it was like all the rough laterals, but in the good way that you want. Tess, what did you think about that ride on the beast?
It made me love it 10 times more.
As you can probably see, we're now in line for the observation tower, so we're gonna get to the top and get some views to share with you guys. Well, we're up here at the top of the observation tower, and Tess, what do you think of the view?
It's amazing. It's beautiful. You can see the entire park.
We're getting some great views of Orion, Diamondback, Mission Timbers, the Beast, and you can't see these from the floor. So for sure, if you're coming to Kings Island, come up to the Obs Tower. Glad we did it, and we're gonna get some more views. Well, folks, we have the titular bag of merch as on display. Wait.
I'm so proud.
Here it is. Boom. The merch has been acquired, which means it is that time where we say goodbye to Kings Island. We had another fantastic day. I know we're leaving a little early, but we've done, 3 park days back to back, plus the food lines are just out of control. So before we get hangry, we want to leave on a high after hitting the observation tower, literally on a high, getting some really great footage and leaving the park with fond memories. An incredible coaster lineup, so many good rides. We didn't really do any flats except the one frisbee, but just some really fantastic rides. So Tess, what are your thoughts?
Wait, they want to see the camera.
Some more fans of the channel. Tess, what are your thoughts on Kings Island?
I do like Kings Island a lot. It's like Cedar Point was huge and Kings Island's an easier walk. It's so hard to compare the two because we literally just did back to back, but I enjoyed every ride here, even the ones that hurt. I would say A+. I don't know. Nothing bad to say.
Really comparing it to like Cedar Point, it's a tough one because while there are just so many coasters and things to enjoy over there, there's so many good rides here as well, and such a concise but really well-rounded lineup. Plus it's immaculately clean. I wouldn't say it's themed, but it's just really well maintained, and it's just a pleasure being here. So,
and we got Fast Pass, I would recommend.
And the fast lane here was fantastic. So I don't know if it's a difference between Cedar Point and here, or it's just a day difference, but we walked on basically everything. So it's always nice when you have a day where you don't really wait. So really, just to sum it up, it's been an A+ visit here at Kings Island, but the trip isn't over. We have a couple days of rest, much needed, and then it's on to Hollywood Nights. So from all of us here at Theme Park Blitz, we just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Like this video. It's getting a little dark in here, so while the sun is saying goodnight to the camera, I will say so long and goodbye to you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.